Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sunday, and welcome back. Gothic 2 Classic. Apologies for the short notice on not streaming yesterday. I was not well. I decided today would be a better time to do it. PT Storm, how you doing? Hello, AOC. I don't know why I'm frying up meat. Oh, we don't use it. So, we agreed last time that we'd be moving on to the valley. Hello, Ballad. Hey, everybody's showing up today. So that's what we're doing.
Are you sure you want to go in there? I'm afraid if they're good.
Yes, orcs. We will not be trying to kill the orcs on the way through because we do not have the capacity. Even if fireballs are cheaper than they used to be. So we've confirmed... No, I should still save that, never mind. Still trying to use F5 to quick save, even though I never enabled that. What didn't you forget? That I was streaming? Might try with the Rain of Fire. I don't want to waste it, though. I feel like that's going to be more useful later. It seems like in vanilla, they're much stingier with powerful scrolls. See your reply on Twitter. On what? The one I just posted like 2 minutes ago? Oh, no, I never got the notification for that. What the hell? Damn it, Twitter. Right, well. Yeah, turns out you didn't forget at all. Ask me about streaming Gothic 3? Why not? You can ask, but I probably won't be, is my answer. Hello, ratto. Why are there 4 rats? I thought there were only 2.
Nothing there.
And it is kind of hilarious that Fire Arrow lays waste to just about everything on our way here. I don't know if it one-shots goblins. I don't even think a fireball one-shots black goblins, at least. Let's see. Does not one-shot goblins. Keep forgetting that stupid nonsense with the way weapons draw. Yeah, it is weird to me that it's all just like opening area enemies on the way here. The young wolves,
nothing to be had there.
Basic bitch goblins, giant rats.
Nothing to be had there.
Opinion on Risen series and Elex. Risen was good. Risen 2 was not very good. Risen 3 was okay. And Elex was okay. Okay enough that I am cautiously excited for Elex 2. No, don't be spreading libel. That's the thing, I didn't hate Risen 2. It just is their worst game. Extremely boring. I think the environments were nice to look at, but not nice to explore. Some interesting attempts to make combat functional, but failure in that regard. And I thought Dynamedian actually did pretty good with the soundtrack, all things considered. Oh yeah. Risen 3 was better. Damn it all. I don't have that many lockpicks, do I? Oh no, I got plenty. Alrighty. It is broad daylight. Time to get lost in these tunnels for about 12 hours. No, I don't think they did. They may have confirmed that Risen was inspired by Gothic, which stands to reason. But they are not the same universe, and nobody from Piranha Bytes has ever said that. Unless you have a source that none of us have ever heard of. I don't know if any of y'all know this, but for some reason, there seems to be like a ring or something of the sort that you can pass, and that's where the cutscene starts. Because it doesn't just happen when you go down the path. It happens when you just get too far from this entrance, it seems. I don't remember how to get up here. Not that there's anything to find. I'm pretty sure if we walk around on that plateau up there, we'll also get the cutscene. I feel like it's not working for some reason. Usually I climb up here. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things. You know, a lot of people trying to say Gothic 4 is definitely, or Gothic 5 is happening, and Piranha Bytes has been very clear that they do not want to touch that. They barely talk about Gothic at all, to be frank. Why can't I get up here? You have never had this much trouble getting up there. Again, not that it matters, because there's nothing to see. Yeah, if you wander to the end of this tunnel, we'll even get the cutscene. Oh, well, it crashed. I mean, it didn't crash, but the cutscene fails because we're in windowed mode. We have to figure out how to not need to use windowed mode in the walkthrough. That's going to be a massive problem. Yeah, I mean, again, they walked away from Gothic 3, obviously did not want to leave it at that. So Risen was a spiritual successor to it. Ergo, its beginning sort of coincided with the ending of Gothic 3. Yeah, I know I can edit in the cutscenes, but that's still kind of a pain in the ass because I have to get the cutscenes from somewhere. Unless you can literally just launch or import those from the files. I've never actually tried to do that. And waboosh. Are they just like basic movie files? Or do you have to convert them to something? Oh, okay. Good to know. I don't do file like data mining or file exploring or anything like that. I don't know why I don't do that more often. I'm sure there's interesting stuff to find. Well, if I'm going to convert it, as long as I can import it into Movie Maker, or not Movie Maker. What the hell am I talking about? I haven't used that in like 10 years. Movie Studio. Sony Movie Studio. I have no sound effects. What the fuck? Alright, well, I got Buzz. Why is sound not happen? Yeah, no, it doesn't have it by default. You have to download it separately. I'm not sure if they even support it anymore, because I haven't used it since I started doing this. I don't remember when it was. I think I finally paid for video editing software the end of 2012 or 2013. It must have been 2012. I remember using it for some things. Oh, maybe it was 2013. I've been sticking with this basic software. I mean, I've gotten the updated versions ever since, but it has been functional. Vision 1, yeah, it absolutely was the best. It's a shame they didn't stick with that kind of formula. Oh my goodness, you piece of fuck. Owie!
Nothing there.
That was lucky. Aladdin. Oh, let me see something. Okay, so I can use this. Sweet. For some reason I thought the Paladin runes were not usable by mages in vanilla. Yeah, I think most of us agree with you on that front with Risen. What's funny, I'm actually like kind of surprised at how many people, classic Gothic fans, who absolutely hated Risen. I'm not sure if it's just bitterness or if, you know, that they legitimately thought something was drastically different or missing. I don't think they want Gothic as a trilogy. I don't even think they want Gothic as a franchise in the first place, but since it was successful, they kept with it. But I really don't see the ending of Gothic 3 as being conclusive, unless they wanted it to be kind of open-ended.
What do you say?
Yes, Jurgen.
I
always thought this guy was like mad weird, because he's the only non-hostile person who wears that armor. Didn't we determine that that does give him the bandit flag in Night of the Raven? So if you possess him, everyone attacks him. Somehow he's able to avoid it. That amuses me. I'm surprised they didn't actually just give him new armor. Actually, you know what really surprised me is they didn't make him like a Ring of Water character. There's barely anything they changed about the valley in Night of the Raven for some reason. Like what happens when you go to Fageth's mine? What do you mean, by possessing him? I don't think it matters, because the bandit guild tag doesn't affect armor in this, but I'll give it a shot. Well, Gothic 3 wasn't going to be... It wasn't going to resemble the previous games, obviously. If you read some of the interviews from Mike Hoga, it was pretty clear that he wanted something that would compete with Oblivion. So he was going for that style of RPG where you can ignore the main story as long as you want. I don't think it was necessarily flawed, but it kind of meant they didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. And all of the extra stuff was just going to be a lot of busy work kind of side quests, fetch and carry and eradicate and all that, so it wouldn't have been great otherwise. I just think it would have been the same game, much more polished. And maybe with better dialogue. That's kind of the weird thing to me, is that when you play Gothic 3, I don't feel like there's a whole lot of obvious cut content in it. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, you know, you see a lot of things in Gothic 1 and 2, like Quentin's camp and Dexter's camp and the Pyramid Valley and stuff, where clearly they ran out of time to develop stuff and so just put something there, or it was going to be bigger and they never end up mattering. But there's nothing like that in Gothic 3 that I can just remember. Seems like kind of a weird disparity for a game that seemed so underdeveloped by comparison. Yeah, they're planning a lot for an expansion, but I don't think Joe Wood thought it was marketable because the first game was not profitable. They're like, well, an expansion is not going to really make up the difference. So they said, no, just go on straight to make Gothic 2. Ah, bollocks. Stop focusing on them. Focusing on the thing growling in my face. We shouldn't have done that. Now I can't get that wolf skin. This was a mistake. Oh god, that was a big mistake. Alright, they're all going for that. Alright, well, that makes my life easier. Yeah, that's actually a trick that they tell you to use in the manual if you read it. Enemies like scavengers, you can run past corpses and they'll stop and eat them instead, as long as you haven't actually damaged them yet. Yeah, there was a big, what do you want to call it? Sort of like dig into what the expansion would have been. I don't remember how they found all that information, if it was just data mining or what have you. Val might remember. It was a big thing that blew up in the Polish community a couple years ago. Would have been really cool to learn more about, but I don't think a whole lot of it got translated. You know, bloodflies are like one of the most annoying enemies to try and use magic against. Why I'm taking this way? I usually swim along the river, but this is the way I used to go. I did see that. I remember seeing some footage of it, but I don't think that was really going to work out very well, because it seemed like they were just kind of filling in the gap with the same kind of fan fiction nonsense that ruined other promising mods like Dark Mysteries. But I'm just trying to remember like how they actually acquired all that information. It was just stuff they dug out of the files and filled in the gaps just with their imagination. Frickin' snapper. Eating my wolf. Might be a dangerous gambit because I'm sure I'm going to get all of their attention. That's funny. I signed that petition out of shits and giggles, but I don't think it even reached its threshold. Not that Piranha Bytes was ever gonna humor it anyway. I heard growling. Alright, good. They're just chilling. Oh, there was an orc on that side of the river. We can slay it. Oh, no, there's dwarves. These snarling fools. There's some loud water. I always wondered what the reason was for making orcs ignore you when you're in the water. It seems like kind of a roundabout way of giving you a safe route through here. They have to make their AI specifically ignore you, since no other enemy type has that AI. Well, they got rid of the Gothic 4 tag because they lost the... They had to surrender the rights to the Gothic name back to Piranha Bytes, so they were going to try and continue Arcania as its own franchise, independent of Gothic, although still sort of, you know, using the same characters and all that. But obviously Joe Wood fell apart, so that never happened. And Piranha Bytes has never, ever recognized Arcania as a Gothic game. Because they didn't make it. I don't blame them, because it sucks. Okay. 4 fireballs takes down... 4 fireballs and a fire arrow takes down an orc. Man. It'll be cake doing the gimmick farming here. Don't even need the snapper weed. I always thought that would have been a neat idea for, like, Jurgen, if you found him, give you snapper weed to try and get you across the river. Or across this gap here. But it did not happen. Also, I question this ram. What was ever holding it, and how was it ever supposed to work? I guess there are 4 wheels. But this was like incredibly slapshot. And you don't use a ram against a wall, you use it against a doorway, a gate, a portcullis. These fools. Why orcs?
You were damn lucky when you came in.
Seem to always be a stalemate in sieges.
Then I guess
they don't understand siegecraft.
Who talk? Show.
Hey, he's got ice blocks. I'll take those as well.
You came over the path?
I did indeed. Ooh. Gonna use that. Yeah, it's a shame they could never really pull the same thing off twice. That's just how it is. Let me sleep in your crotch here.
Damn it.
Yoink. Yeah, let's talk to Hungry Man.
My own opinion about that. If he doesn't see it,
This guy can never hold his red hot shafts right.
Hey. Hey, how are you? And you come. We're in the.
Alright, let's go ask him our meat.
But he knew that all along. Hey, you. Ah, yeah. Great, but. That's. So. Don't about. Hey, you.
Have some meat.
Here, great. You brought enough meat, but don't. Show.
You skinflint. Take all those, why not? And those, why not? That graphics spin-off? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Hey, old Melty.
Look who has...
Do I know you?
You've been through a lot, huh? Do you remember Gorn, Diego, and Lester?
Look how he never explains himself. Normally when you choose the option that I don't remember you, you'll give us abbreviated history, but Milton doesn't.
Those names don't ring a bell at all.
You have forgotten a great deal, haven't you? Well, let's leave the past in peace and devote ourselves to the here and now, even if there isn't anything pleasant to report.
So
The past, we can. How much? This. If you.
Would
Now.
32 learning points. Let's learn us some mana.
I want.
Nice, cheap, cost-effective mana. Probably should have saved some, but the fuck with it. Yoink. Alright, PT Storm, thanks for hanging out. Have any plants to brew potions with? Need more fire roots. I feel like fire roots are the only mana potions worth making because everything uses a meadow knotweed. I don't think there's infinite of those.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Stop! Who are you? The question.
What a dummy. Don't touch his pots.
Hey, you!
Hands off my pots. Nobody touches my pots, understand?
I wouldn't touch it anyway, it's too hot.
Where do you come from? You aren't one of the scrapers, and you aren't one of my people. Well,
I've come
Can't you see
across
what
the
I'm
pass.
wearing?
over the pass. Why have you?
I couldn't get away with
I
that.
come from Lord Hake.
And you
Well, that's
so look.
Oh.
I visit them. Then I.
Oh. But why me, of all people?
You
That's the truth.
I need some equipment.
talk to the magician Milton here in the.
Milton doesn't give me anything. I don't know why they keep sending me to him.
Where can I
Here, if you have,
How's
you should send out to.
All kinds of rumors.
Oh, that's another thing I noticed. Milton never started up the quest with Gorn, so we only get that by talking to the guard.
What can you...
Mark, you're... Buddy. We don't know how many there are, but that isn't all. Let's not kid ourselves. We'll stand firm for... There's no people...
What's...
We.
I am to...
This is. If.
I have a...
What is it?
Your brother...
My brother. He knows this.
How...
You need.
Nobody wants to know.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Where did you pick that up then? It was just like you said.
That's nothing new.
What are you guarding?
The prison.
And who is that?
A few convicts and the It took 4 minutes.
I don't believe this is.
Can you...
No, this isn't.
I could have told you that before. There've been all kinds of.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why Milton doesn't start that up.
Why won't they listen to me?
Anything's possible. He should have known.
I heard.
Wonder if his dialogue's different if we approach him this way.
Asks for my opinion.
Hey,
Can you give me some equipment? Garand has asked me to go to the mining sites.
Where am I supposed to get that?
Let's go and free...
Well, the problem. But if we're.
Yeah.
Keep me.
Interesting. I wonder why he never brought it up. But then we start talking about it like it was already a subject.
Do you really think?
Where did you pick that up then? true.
I can't.
Can I pay?
That might.
That's a...
Gorn.
He should have known better.
Not now. Remember if Diego still gives us part of the penalty in this. Be interesting if he did. I think he did. I think the only difference is we don't get the escort
Everything you hear.
mission from him. And we'll do the whole side bit with this.
Hey, you! Garon wants...
A nice sum.
I need more gold to buy Gorn's freedom.
Getting more gold, Diego knows a lot about that, but he isn't here. Maybe Gorn has some gold hidden somewhere himself. We should find out. I'll write him a note. Here, try to smuggle it into the dungeon.
Oh, I'll try. I never read this either.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I wouldn't be so sure. I hardly know what to believe anymore.
You don't have to ask me that.
I've heard a thing or two.
I have a note here for one of the prisoners. Can you pass it on?
In principle, I don't see why not. Who's this message for, then?
For Gorn.
A very important prisoner. I don't think Garand would agree to that. But if it's important to you, we can certainly come to an agreement.
What do you want?
Our food rations are being reduced steadily. I want something decent to eat for a change. Get me a tasty sausage and a fresh loaf of bread and some sweet honey. And a bottle of wine to go with it. Yeah, that should do. You should be able to manage that. So come back when you have the stuff.
That's nothing new.
I've got something for you. The food you wanted.
Good. Give me the grub. Do you have the message?
Yes, here. Remember, it's for Gorn.
Come back tomorrow. He'll have received the message by then.
Obvious.
If you say so.
That was quite obvious.
That'll only cause more trouble. I don't want to hear that anymore.
I've heard a thing or two.
I agree with you completely.
That was quite obvious.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
I knew that would be a problem.
I wonder why nobody uses pillows on Corinus. Must have some stiff necks in the morning.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
That's exactly what I said.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Let's
Did
wait
Gorn
till
receive the message?
Yeah, I'm supposed to tell you something from him.
And?
It's at the south gate.
Did he say anything else?
No, no idea what that's supposed to mean. Do you know what it means?
Perhaps. But you shouldn't think about it too much.
Yes, that may be better.
Indeed.
That was quite obvious.
Stay out of our business, even though I involved you in it.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey, you!
Brutus.
What's your task here?
My job? I up 'em.
Sa-
And they...
How- What?
We have...
I've got some.
Excellent.
Man, you get so much less
Thanks,
XP
Wes.
for shit in this.
Everything seems quiet. I've heard a thing or two. My opinion.
As if I didn't have enough room. You tell what?
I can't believe that.
Alright, well,
It's obvious.
time to get out of here. Oh no, we need to get Gorn's money first. I wonder how Gorn saved that and why he ended up keeping it here. Seemed a little odd. Because Diego kind of made the point that nobody was collecting gold in the colony because everyone was worried about ore. Gold was worthless there. Stands to reason that more than one person would be smart enough to stockpile some. Especially the mercenaries since they were trying to get out. How did he end up with it here? I wonder. Gold received. Glad to hear it. I think one of the best fixes they made in this game was not requiring you to hold down the button to cast teleportation spells. Why am I pitch black? Huh. A little weird. Never had the lighting engine bug out like that before. There we go. Nice and vibrant. I don't know why I always make a habit of going this way when it's arguably easier to go the other route past the mountain. Just one of those cases where I've done things the same way every time I played through this game. It never, like, occurs to me to try and do it differently. Oh boy, that's some serious snapperage. Shall I dare? Easy peasy. Got 4 this time. Alright, well, only 2 reacted. Get our money back. How the heck? It seems like hit detection with spells is a little bit worse. I've never heard this ambiance before. I mean, I'm sure I have, I just don't remember hearing it. Did they, like, remove this for some reason? Oh god. Oh, gracious. Oh, good golly gosh. Ah, wrong one. Damn it. Ow! Wagga 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 wagga. Alright, bitch, round 2. Damn it all. Oh my god. Such loud birds. Uh-oh, worgs. Ah, silly dog. Let's just avoid the orcs. Not much feel like dealing with them. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Orcs are hard to avoid. We can deal with this idiot. No, because there's still a freaking shaman coming. Yeah. Alright, we go this way. What the heck? Realize they're everywhere. 3 of them. Alright, fuck this. Back to the river. The old river strats. Whoa, no flame sounds again. Oops. Ah, crapple.
Nothing there to plunder. Nothing there to be had
God damn
there.
it. Jerk.
Halt!
Don't tell me what to do.
You look so come. No, real, and I. You all looks. What the what? What do you else? Here's your real.
Have a cheese.
What can you? Why do you want?
I don't think any of these really matter to us. Actually, do we need to... Always forget, do we need to learn Take Claws? To get the ones from the leader? I don't think we do. None of the rest of these are that useful to us. What animals do we take hearts from? Besides dragons, which we learn anyway. Now we can take demon hearts, golem hearts. All worthless. And he had cheese right here all along. What a dork. That's what I'm saying. You don't use them for anything. The only thing is you get the demon and golem hearts. I don't know if Gorak still sells those the way he does in Night of the Raven, where as soon as you learn how to make the spell, he stocks the stuff you need to make it, which makes the challenge to remove them kind of moot. I know these lurkers have bugged AI over here, but I wonder if you drag these other ones over here if they have the same issue. That would be interesting. That would mean it's an issue with the area and maybe they're pathfinding or something. Doesn't seem to affect them, so for some reason these lurkers in particular have problems. See, they just stop. Kind of funny, because that means all along these guys could have just left that cave. That guy's shitting bricks, but the lurkers won't even come near him. Ow. This is one of the goblin berries in here. Big money. I always, for some reason, used to think when you opened up the fish that contained things, that it would also give you a fish as a food item. I don't know what ever convinced me of that. Try again, dragging this one over here. See what do. They do in fact get stuck. I forgot about that when you're like switching weapons or something. Yeah, see, he has no problem. Only the ones already over here. Curious. This game has issues with like stacking sound effects. When there's any ambience nearby, other sound effects get lost. I wonder if it was a deliberate choice to make... Oh wow, I actually hit that one already. I wonder if it was a deliberate choice to make spells ineffective against enemies in the water. That was just something as an oversight or issue with the collision.
Halt! Who goes there? You haven't come to send me back.
What are you doing out here?
Stupid question. Hiding! What else? Those malicious swines have their spies everywhere, you know. I'm not going back into the mine, and that's final.
That roast smells good.
Don't touch!
Touch. Oh, I can't touch because it's incorporeal. Also, having the roast that close to the flame is just gonna burn it before any of the rest of it cooks. You dork.
What's wrong with you?
You have to ask that. These birds. No.
Chat laws?
Do I? If
Well, we all know why the chat laws are there.
the correct here. Oh.
Or get it. So many lockpicks now. 5 whole gold. This waterfall is so loud. funny how the sound effect is so far away from the actual fall, though. You do that, because that sounds like a wonderful time. Also, hello, dance. What kind of ice cream? Ooh, that's good. Freaking goblins. So loud. Man, that actually hurts. When it pans to one side, like, is actually painful. Alrighty. So we'd be ballsier to try and pull them. Tiramisu. I want some of that too. One ballsy. Oh, I forgot you can just rapid fire these. I don't know why I always forget that. Ow. We're all sitting inside playing and watching video games instead of, you know, enjoying the nice summer weather, so yeah. Look at this dork. Swing and a miss. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bobbing and weaving, bitch.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Yeah, me too. It is like 110 with a heat index. I don't know what that is in Celsius, aka not freedom units, but... And don't they have the... They have the master skill set, but still have the stupid moves. Look how much he was getting his ass kicked by a frickin' fly. No, he's a fighter. Okay. Back to 68? God. Well, best we're getting, I think tomorrow's going to be 80. But right now... What is it right now? My phone were not a brick, I could tell you. 95. 96, actually. With like 110 heat index because of the humidity. And it's been that way like all week. Should have listened to Al Gore. Now we are doomed. Stay inside. Not really. We've been through this a million times. I was experimenting with the AI of the lurkers on the other side of the river a bit. Found out only the ones on that side have the weird pathfinding issues. If you bring lurkers from across the river over there, they don't have the problem. So I don't know what that bug is all about. More things to be fought.
Alright. So much for you, filthy beast.
That guy has the master skill. I don't know if he does the running charge.
Another one of those things.
Oh, we'll find out. He does not. Dude, you can't block monsters. Oh my god, stop running in the way of my shots, you dork mungus. Seriously? Yeah, whatever, I guess I'm killing a paladin.
Alright. So much for you, filthy beast.
God, he's got such a narrow attention span. Gonna complain?
We shall stand.
Nope. I don't know why I forget about the double tap or like the rapid fire spell casts every time I play this. I don't think that was Gomez's face. He's masquerading as a paladin. That is truly ironic. No, he's not Gomez. Chance for another Elex playthrough someday, I'm sure. I actually want to do Risen, but the Risen trilogy before I ever do Elex again, because I kind of got burnt out on it. I did the blind playthrough, then I did it again on my own as a cleric, and then started one as an outlaw. Once I realized outlaws were really boring, that was kind of the end of it.
Nothing there.
You silly rats. Buzz. Buzz. Yeah, I mean, the projectile-based weapons were terrible. The energy weapons were horribly imbalanced. Something they definitely could have worked on. Something they definitely should have focused on patching. Instead of patching graphical things and then unpatching them with the next patch. Alright, let's see how we do against banditos.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
Are you? Ah. Roast his ass.
You're in for it now.
I don't think I'm in for it now. Look at these fools. Because I can do the combo attack. He's... Alright, nothing doing. Remember to grab all the fire roots. Even when I learn alchemy, I have a tendency to ignore them. How far did you get in Elex AOC? Out of curiosity. Another one of those that you never finished because
Nothing to
bugs.
be had there.
Oh, that other one disappeared. God damn it. I don't really blame you. As interesting as a concept could have been, I didn't really commit to it enough. I think they really should have broadened the... I don't know what I'm talking about. Could have done more with the world at large, I think. The touch boring. You know, as cool as it was, there were just too many like repeat assets. Too many, too little to actually, too little interesting to see. I think the lack of like an urban environment was probably the most disappointing thing. Everything was just kind of the same old weird, postmodern kind of homes, single-family homes and shit.
Nothing there.
And like motels. There's no urban environments. There was some, obviously, industrial stuff, but they could have done so much more. I hope Elix 2 kind of does more with that effect. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, hello. Sneaky bugger. I think one of the things it handled well was like the placement of overpowering enemies to kind of gate off some of the higher level areas, but once you got like a plasma rifle or a grenade launcher, that was no longer relevant. Or just a shit ton of grenades. That is a bald-faced lie, P1 Dota, and I will ban you for saying that. Yeah, if we're going by that law, I guess there's a 50-50 shot of Elix 2 being better than Elix 1. Time will tell.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Not the rat meat. Get the roots. Maybe you're right. If we even make it that far. I get the feeling if Elix 2 is not solid. Not sure what THQ is going to do with Piranha Bytes at this point. They're their only studio that really seems to have potential. Because everyone else is kind of dropping the ball on sequels and shit. So I don't think they're going to do something stupid like demote Piranha Bytes to a support studio for other titles. That would be really dumb.
Halt in the name.
Yeah.
Tell
I hear you. Really hard to separate that kind of anxiety from the games that you play or anything that you really experience at the time. I remember, what was the name? It was like some weird sort of budget survival title. It was like called I Am Alive or something. I didn't play it, but I watched a playthrough of it during kind of the worst of my college depression. Like when I was at university and hated everything. So, like even seeing screenshots of that game almost make me sick. Like to my stomach. Because I was so, like, exhausted and not taking care of myself, and I just always felt sick. So it's a weird, psychological thing going on. Yeah, there's no, swamp rats on the way up to the Swamp Dragon because they don't exist without Neither Raven. Don't know how close we get before lizard men show up. Ah, there they are. Wanted to see if we could sneak a look around and get an early confirmation on whether or not they were swamp sharks.
What the hell are you doing?
What the hell are you doing? P-Tac, you subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. I don't know why you do it, because you don't get anything for it. Thank you, and hello, and welcome. I never thought I'd have marathon subscribers, if 3 months counts as a marathon. But thank you. Yeah, me neither. I'm one of those weird people who sees college as like the worst time of my life, and being an adult and working as the best time of my life. Oh, I didn't even know that was an option, but that's pretty cool. Why do I still come up here? I know there's nothing up here. Yeah, I still make a habit of climbing up. It actually is funny that we don't get the quest to rescue Diego, since it would be so much easier in this version. Almost annoying. Like, it's one of those things I climb up because I can, and they make it look like there would be something up there, but there is not. Shall I give this a shot? 2 orcs, 3 orcs. That will make this complicated. Might be able to manage. Okay, gonna have to melee it. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. Diego, help. Please don't get any closer. Alright, well, it'll work. Oh, I think we all have that P-Tech. Especially people I work with are all taking, like, time off and shit. I'm like, you can't afford me to take time off. That pisses me off. I don't really like taking time off in the summer anyway, because all I would do is stay inside. I'd rather take it off in the fall. In the autumn, I'm sorry. Yeah, such is life. It always annoys me, like, my bosses and managers will talk about their vacations and shit, and like show me pictures of all the places they're going. I'm like, I'm so glad you can afford to do that, because I cannot. Almost like they're rubbing it in my face. Oh, whatever. They work to be where they are, so can't blame them. Back, you devil. Yeah, this dude was showing me pictures of his fishing trip and then showing me pictures of all the shit he did in his house. And his nice Cadillac and all this shit. Like, you realize I'm a year one technician. I'm making like a quarter of the money you have. You're telling me about all this awesome shit you get to do and then complaining about your job. That's the thing, is I don't travel often. I haven't left this state in like, well, I've left the state to go like a concert across the border, but I haven't really gone anywhere since I left college. Yeah, in this country, you become a manager just by being a dick to everybody. I don't understand why Diego would sit with his back to the dangers outside.
I thought you were dead.
Yeah, so I was. But now I'm back, and I'm trying to prove...
Who you do?
I work for...
I want that instead.
The import...
Stop them.
Listen.
All right.
I'm traveling on behalf of Garand. He needs to know how...
And then...
That's right.
Sure.
What do you know about Silvestro's ore?
There are forge. Garand is welcome to come. Say.
There's a path through the...
That's good to know. Then I will head for...
How did you...
I was with Silvestro's. He said that we Well, since I was planning to skedaddle anyway, I volunteered to hide, and that was lucky for me.
What about the...
They met there, well, the Valley of Mine. A tidy sum of gold.
Wait.
Can you...
There's no time for that.
What?
Since the fall, we humans stay up. Since we
Yep,
stay...
so no opportunity to help him out of here. Oh yeah, he doesn't have his bow. Good point. Did not catch that. You know what's interesting is on YouTube, Romania is like the second largest country demographic to watch my videos. That surprises me. You would think the second, since most of what I do is Gothic content, the second largest would be Germany. But apparently Romanians are even bigger Gothic fans. Can't climb on mountains in Gothic 1? Well, you can only climb things that have at least a 45-degree ledge. Yeah, the vampires. Surprised I didn't watch more of my Vampire the Masquerade series then. Woof woof. First most viewed is USA. First mountain over the mine. Holy crap. Whoa, they boarded this up. These rocks weren't here. What the fuck? When did these get here? So here's a trick you can do, Ciesla. If you approach a wall in Gothic 1 and hold the jump button, the camera will look up if there is a ledge you can grab onto. What the hell happened here? I don't understand why they put these down. Yeah, no links, I'm afraid. They are outlawed. Alright, I trust you. I don't know how to help you then. I gave you my suggestion. I don't know how else to help you. I mean, there's nothing that important up there. I can't look at it because the link didn't, the links are blocked. Bear with me 1 second here. I'm in the middle of something here, my friend. Hello, fingers. How can you make words out of so many consonants? I don't understand.